26th pick in the 2023 NBA Draft, the Indiana Pacers select Ben Sheppard from Belmont University.
Everybody knows that the Indiana Pacers has one of the best young cores in the NBA right now, and one of those players were drafted last year with the 26th overall pick. As you saw in the intro, I am talking about Ben Sheppard. Now, Ben Sheppard is a 4-year player coming out of Belmont University. He did not start off very hot in the 2019-2020 season, only averaging 2.9 points per game. Then in 2020 to 2021, moving up to 10.5 points per game. And then 2021-2022, jumping all the way to 16.2 points per game. And then 2022-2023, his final season in college, going to 18.8 points per game. Now, you can very clearly see that he stayed in college to develop as a player, which a lot of NBA players do not do now. Unlike some of his peers, Ben Sheppard played at a much smaller school with less national media attention, and this gave him fewer opportunities to showcase what he can do on the court. And I believe he is one of the biggest steals in the NBA draft this year. And some other players that were drafted late in the draft that became very, very good pieces to NBA teams consist of players such as Danny Green, who was drafted 46th overall in 2009, PJ Tucker, who was drafted 35th overall in 2006, Dylan the Bear Poker Brooks being drafted 45th overall in 2017, Jay Crowder being drafted 34th overall in 2012, and Dorian Finney-Smith going undrafted in 2016 and now plays a very good role on the Brooklyn Nets. Those are just a few players that were taken late in the draft and turned out to be very, very good players, and some of them on championship contending teams. Now, what his draft profile consisted of is he is a 6'6" guard/wing capable of playing on the ball and off the ball offensively. He plays at his own rhythm as a pick-and-roll ball handler, displaying smooth scoring in the mid-range and a strong drive to his right. Sheppard improved his scoring average and three-point shooting annually during all 4 years of his campaign at Belmont, knocking down 48% of his three-point attempts off the dribble in 2022-2023, and 41% of his three-point attempts overall. Now, if you guys don't know how good that is very, very good for someone that is in college and still has room to grow. His teammate Tyrese Halliburton, who was one of the top shooters for threes in the NBA last season, averaged 42%. So he averaged just under 1% less than Tyrese Halliburton did last season. He earned all defensive honors as a senior at Belmont, and he has showcased this as he can be one of the most scrappy and fighting players when it comes to getting steals, chasing the ball down on defense, or just covering your man if it's needed. Now, we're going to take a look at the 5 players that were drafted before him in the 20s and see if he could have gone any higher. Now, looking at number 20, the Houston Rockets select Cam Whitmore from Villanova. Cam Whitmore fell in the draft drastically because of his injury. They did not think that he could fully recover, or were worried that he would be injury prone. One of the reasons that kept the Milwaukee Bucks from trading for Steph Curry, as another example of why, injuries can be very, very scary to teams and team scouts. So I can see how he fell. He should have gone a lot higher. I'm not going to talk about him anymore. Now, number 21 on the draft board was Noah Clowney. Noah Clowney averaged 5.8 points, 3.5 rebounds, and 0.8 assists on 53% from the field. Now, he has very comparable numbers to Ben Sheppard in his rookie year, except the one thing that Ben Sheppard has, and the reason I'm making this video, was his ability to come off the bench and score in the playoffs. We have not yet seen Noah Clowney in the playoffs, so we cannot say whether or not he will or will not be better than Ben Sheppard in the playoffs. But now, moving on to Dariq Whitehead at the next pick, another Brooklyn Nets player. He had an unfortunate run here in the NBA. In his rookie season, he had 1.5 points, 1.5 assists on 20% from the field, only playing 2 games for the Brooklyn Nets. I believe he had gotten injured at the start of the season, so a rough come for him in the NBA, and that's all I really have to say about him because he has not done much yet, and I'm excited to see. I like to look back on these guys, and moving on to the pick at number 23. Pick number 23 is Kris Murray of the Portland Trail Blazers. Now, Kris Murray averaged 6.1 points, 3.6 rebounds, and 1.3 assists on 39% from the field. Not very good shooting stats. Also only averaging 26% from the three-point line and 66% from the free throw line. Playing 62 games. That was not the best shooting splits. As a big man, free throws, you got to be able to knock them down with how much big men can get to the free throw line. And three-point shooting, again, big men now. There is a lot of big men in the league that can shoot threes, so it is very important for you to develop a three ball. I would say that Ben Sheppard should have been drafted ahead of him, and there is not really anybody else that we can compare him to. So overall, I think that we can say that Ben Sheppard should have or could have been a lottery pick. I see why he did not, because he is definitely a developmental player, as is a lot of the players in this year's draft class. And with that being said, that's all I have for you today. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel down below if you have not already. Watch the videos to the end. If you do, thank you very much. I very, very much so appreciate it. Like the video, and comment down below any video ideas you want me to do. I will give you a shout out if I do your video idea. With that being said, I will see you guys in the next video.